Alright guys, so we're doing some work on the Titan today. We're installing these O2 extensions for the long tube headers. I know it's a little bit dirty, but we're doing the major work first before we get it cleaned up. I got these from Performance Racing. You can find them on Facebook. They're also active on the Titan Tech Facebook page. They have their own page as well. So what we're doing here is this is our O2 sensor connector, so you can just undo that, and here's our O2 sensor here, and this O2 sensor is in one of the primaries. So what we want to do is move it back into the collector back there where it's picking up all 4 cylinders. We're only picking up a reading for 1 cylinder here, so this wiring harness is just going to move that sensor back. There is a bung back there, so we're going to have to transfer this sensor and that plug back there. You're going to want a 22mm wrench, open-ended wrench for this sensor. You can use a O2 sensor socket, but I found that the open-ended wrench works better, and you're going to want some copper anti-seize to put on that and to put on the plug so we can get them out again later. And we're also just retorquing our header bolts here while we're in here. I installed these last fall. Okay, so here's our bung location here in the collector, and I installed this bung when I put these headers in. It came with them. I put anti-seize on it, and that's where we're going to put our O2 sensor. So you can see there's 4 primary tubes and then the collector back here. So we're going to move our sensor back here so we can get a reading from here. Okay, we're in, and we'll just give that a tighten. 22. It's fresh anti-seize on it, and then we've got to relocate our plug and reconnect our sensor. So I'm just going to stick that up there so I can reach it from the other side. Okay, and that's the bung that the OEM length O2 sensor wire will reach. We're going to put some new anti-seize on the plug. This is the plug that came with the headers. That is going to go in there. And we're going to want that tight enough so it's not going to leak. So you can use your 8mm Allen wrench to tighten that. Okay, here you can see it connected up. We've got one connection here and the other one up here, and I've used the stock location clip here, and I kind of doubled it up because it was a little bit longer than it needed to be. So just to hold it up and away from everything, I've got it run above the heat shield and it's not touching the edges. Make sure it's not touching the edges of the heat shield or it could rub through. Yeah, looks good.